Since I like going back and listening to my old thoughts, I'm currently in the process of re-uploading some of my older videos in order to make them more compliant with YouTube's policies on reused content. But since I didn't want to do a lot of editing, here is the audio from my original review for this movie.
Just like everyone else, I was completely blown away with Hamilton last year. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It instantly made me a fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda's, and it made me excited to see new content from him. So I was really looking forward to In the Heights. However, Lin-Manuel Miranda actually wrote In the Heights long before he ever created Hamilton. And I think you can tell. This movie feels nowhere near as meticulously crafted or as instantly iconic or as popular as Hamilton, but it's still a pretty damn good film. In the Heights focuses on a variety of characters living in the neighborhood of Washington Heights. The central character, Usnavi, is a bodega owner who dreams of winning the lottery and escaping to his native shores in the Dominican Republic. Meanwhile, other residents in the close-knit community also share their own dreams as they witness their neighborhood slowly changing. My biggest issue with this movie is that there are way too many characters. Hamilton featured an ensemble cast as well, but the story kept its focus by concentrating on the perspective of Hamilton and Aaron Burr specifically. Their differing points of view gave the story an interesting duality. In the Heights, however, focuses on a bunch of different characters, so certain characters, like the one played by Corey Hawkins, don't get a proper chance to fully develop. However, I know that this story intentionally focuses on so many different people because it wants to convey a certain sense of community. Washington Heights itself is a character in this movie. It has a history, it will leave behind a certain legacy, and throughout the story, we see it as it slowly changes due to gentrification. So it makes sense that Miranda would want to highlight how a community would experience that change together. I'm just saying that by focusing on a bunch of people throughout the neighborhood, some characters happen to develop better than others. Take Nina Rosario, for example. I really enjoyed her story. She earned the opportunity to receive a good education and make a better life for herself by going to school in Stanford. But by doing so, she felt disconnected from her roots and from her family. So throughout the film, she has this guilt because throughout her entire life, she was told that she would be destined for greatness. But now, she doesn't feel as though she belongs at Stanford. So how can she make her friends and family proud if she intends to throw away this opportunity that she has been given? That is a fantastically compelling story right there. It could have made for a solid film in and of itself. But in this movie, Nina's story is merely a B-plot. She has to take a back seat to Usnavi, his dreams, and his love interest. But Usnavi's story is still a good one. Usnavi is a compelling character whether he's played by Lin-Manuel Miranda or Anthony Ramos. But it was nice to see Ramos carry Miranda's story on his back. Because that is the point of the movie in general. Everybody has a dream. Usnavi, Nina, you, me, we all have a dream. Whether it's a big dream or a little one, we all have an idea of where we would like to be in the future. So we keep scraping by until we can reach those dreams. And that is a totally sugar-coated message, probably more syrupy and sweet than an actual piragua, but it mostly works for this movie. I would expect nothing less from Lin-Manuel Miranda, who himself seems to radiate such giddy optimism. And maybe that's why Piragua is actually my favorite song from this movie. It's catchy, and there is some solid music on this soundtrack. Nothing can top the music from Hamilton, but it's not fair to compare any movie or play to Hamilton. I'm sure that even a film adaptation of Hamilton wouldn't be as iconic as the original Broadway production. But there are some catchy songs here that have been stuck in my head for days. And director John M. Chu did a pretty solid job with bringing that music to life. The choreography, the set pieces, and the fun, fantastical elements introduced in the film gives the movie a certain style and flair. Because In the Heights is an entertaining, vibrant, and colorful celebration of community and culture. Being someone of Hispanic descent myself, I do appreciate seeing the representation of Latinx Americans in this film. And I'm sure many of my friends and family members would enjoy this movie because of that reason as well. So I wish I saw this movie with a crowded theater filled with people who were excited and clapping and cheering, because this is a film that was meant to be seen with people. After all, this movie is about community, but apparently not many people have gone to see the film, which is a shame. This is a perfect, fun, lighthearted, and feel-good summer movie. The type of film that would make you want to be with your family and loved ones. So if you have not seen this movie yet, I implore you to do so as soon as possible. This film was clearly made with love and passion. It features a good heartfelt message about legacy and figuring out what it means to be home. And even though the runtime is a little long, and the cast is a little overcrowded, and the story is a little unfocused and overly sugar-coated, this is a damn good movie with really strong and resonating themes. It's nice to see a movie about a community coming together in a time where people are literally starting to come together again. So for that, I would likely give In the Heights 4 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching.